Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly read. This weekly read will go from the 29th to the 5th of October and will be for the sign of Aries. Aries, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Please remember the readings are only general. I am using the Modern Spellcasters Tarot and I will pull you a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck at the end of the reading. Okay. Ooh, we've got some jumpers. I'm not going to read them. I'm just going to keep shuffling so we can get into your reading. They'll come out if they need to. Okay, wow. Queen of Wands coming straight out of the gate. So this could be you. This person is a fire sign. They're very passionate about what they do, very driven. They're a leader. They are very attractive, so it could be someone that you're actually attracted to that also could be a fire sign. Behind that we have the Knight of Wands. So yes, you're very attracted to this person. The Knight of Wands wants to sort of rush in and, and make an impact on someone. The Knight of Wands is also someone who isn't really fond of commitment, so they often have the reputation of being a player. The reason being is because they're a very fast knight and they're very passionate. So there's always this feeling that they're going to do what they need to do and then not stick around. You're dealing with someone who, and if it's not you, wants to be single, doesn't want to be caught up in any sort of commitment here. They like it single and they're very well balanced and very happy in their singledom. So if you've got someone, or if this is you, it's someone who doesn't want a long-term commitment, who's happy to play the field. If this is about work for you or about business for you, then you have an idea, you want to act on it very quickly, want to get in there, do what you need to do and get out very quickly and really reinvent the idea. Okay, so King of Cups coming straight out. Now I have a feeling here that one of the two people who are coming into this situation wants more. So we've got someone that wants very little from something other than the passion and the sort of very short-term thing, and the other person wants this long-term commitment. So if that is you that doesn't want a commitment here, Aries, you could be dealing with a water sign here who does want a commitment. However, it could be the other way around. It could be that you don't want to that you want the commitment and the person you're dealing with doesn't. The other person possibly has come out of something a little bit long-term, or maybe you have. Someone here's come out of a long-term relationship and they don't want anything too sudden, too fast, too unpredictable. So they're taking things very, very slowly here because they don't want their feelings hurt. So we have the Page of Swords here. So someone's willing to be honest about this. Someone will actually speak up and say, this is what I want here. But I think the other person's holding back and not really sure what they want. Yeah, there's something unknown here with this Moon card. With the water signs here, you could be dealing with a Pisces or Cancer here, or Scorpio. Strong Pisces energy though. I feel like somebody's trying to make an offer here and be really honest, but one of you is ready for a commitment and the other one is not. And it seems to me that there's a really unstable sort of feeling here between the two of you, because both of you want to be with each other, but you have very different ideas about a relationship. You could have very different cultural views, different familial views. It just depends. But there's two people here who are just not on the same page. Okay, so we do have the Magician here. So someone is trying to manifest something more than the other person wants. So someone can see potential. Well, let's keep going. So I do have the Empress here as well. So we do have quite a few major arcanas in here. Six of Cups. Okay. I don't want to say this is someone from your past yet, because I have a feeling it may not be. It may be a soulmate relationship. This is a person not wanting something here. This is a person being bored with the status quo and not wanting to move forward on something. Okay, so we have the Strength card here. So someone has done quite a lot of work on themselves, I'd say. Look at this, wanting stability. Okay. the Six of Cups is a bit of a funny energy to this because, okay, let's just have a quick run over. I've got someone here who wants to just play the field at the moment. They're just not interested in commitment. There is this sort of sense of balance here. I think someone's put a lot of work and effort into themselves, and they're being very tentative about whether they accept something long term or whether this is only a short term thing. Now, I feel like with the Six of Cups here, it feels like to me that perhaps someone doesn't want something short term because of their cultural background or their family beliefs or something here. And they can see great potential in the other person in a long-term commitment, but the other person has come out of something that they have been quite hurt by, and they're not wanting an offer here. So we've got two people here who are completely on different pages regardless of where they've come from. Could be something to do with religion, culture, but two people who want to move forward, but one wants to treat it as something casual and the other one wants a long-term commitment. Now, it may not be about love. So if it's not love you're after here, it could be an arrangement you're making with someone in terms of a business where you have completely different ideas on how a business should move forward. But because there's this unpredictability here with the moon, someone is trying to find this stability here in this situation or relationship, and the other person is not seeing it the same way. So you've got someone who's very action oriented, maybe an ideas person, and the other person who wants a long-term income from something. So somebody may be approaching it as like a short-term quick amount of money, bring it in, and the other person's no, I want to bring in a wage for the next 20 years. So it's like two people with completely different ideas here, and you can definitely see the potential in each other with the Magician and the Empress being here. So both of you can see the potential, but both of you have completely different ideas on how it should go here. So one person's seeing something long-term stability, the other person's going, no, I don't see this as a long-term stability. I see this as a short-term. Let's throw things at it and see how it goes. If this is a relationship, you might want to make sure before you go into this relationship that with the Six of Cups here, that you both have an idea of which direction you're going in and you're clear about how to do that. The other thing the Six of Cups sort of tells me too is that you need to be, certain this person could be a soulmate. So there could be a very strong attraction. But with soulmates, not all of them are there for the long-term commitment. Some of them are there just to teach us about ourselves and move on. Okay. All right. So what I want to say here is that there is, even though at the moment it looks like the other person doesn't want a commitment, I do feel that there are feelings developing here. So if you're in a relationship, I do see you both working on something long term, but you would have to be prepared to call this person on what they want. So it may be that you have to get on the same page and decide how you're going to both work on this. If this is a business, I would say to you, same. There is something here that will push you over into this Ten of Cups energy by both working on this. So there has to be a coming together, a decision made to work on this equally to bring it round to some sort of fruition. Otherwise, if you're not aware of what you both want and you're not both on the same page, this may sort of become, I don't want to say it's going to become a disaster, but it may not work out the way you want it to. And if you haven't done that preparatory work, it's also quite possible you could get hurt thinking that you are both on the same page. So the card that's, I've got two cards came out. One was time for a nap, so I will read that first. So it says, this is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction as you observe without engagement now. So I would say to you, whoever this is for, if this is you, Aries, then it could be that you'll be taking a time out to really make this decision on how you want to move forward here. the other card we got out was the Tribe, which is number 8. And I will see how they come out together here. This card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feels I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you're in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and want to contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. So I can see exactly why those two cards have come out here. So the tribe is talking about perhaps one person seeing things a certain way. So you may have an idea that you can't go into something short term with someone because it's not going to work for you. And time out for a nap would say to me that there is a need for you here to make a decision on what exactly do you want here. If this person is not meeting what you want, then you have a choice here to say, that's not what I want. Take time out, be the observer, because I think that both of you have very set ideas on how something should be done here. And you definitely need to get on the page. So basically it means both of you have to take time out to make a decision. Is it right for both of you? There it is, Aries. Have a great week.